Alright, hey guys, welcome to the first video of the Outer Worlds Let's Play. We're just gonna go through it and see how it goes.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
So from what I understand, we're in that ship and we're like in a cryostasis.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay, so this is where we make our character. I think that's pretty good for starting off. Alright, so we're gonna
You
pop
would have
one
made
into
Outpost
there.
Administrator within a year.
Let's
If
pop
we're ever
dialogue.
captured, I'll let you do the talking.
We're gonna stick with no discernible aptitude. It just seems like the most appealing out of everything. I'm gonna speed through this. We're gonna type a name here. I gotta do it with the keyboard. Just because I'm using this for everything on all my games right now.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers.
I like that. This guy gets around.
Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
I'm gonna die out here now. Come on, bro. What'd you save me for?
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony
Slam that shit.
inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
He's so like fast paced, like he never stopped talking. Oh, that wasn't an escape pod. I thought it was like in a test tube or something.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Alright, so it's like Fallout, but everyone survives in the vault. And the vault's a spaceship. I'm just being an asshole.
Ah, you've landed. Good.
That was a little
Hawthorne
shaky.
should be close by. What in
Oh
God's
shit.
name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go
It's
to
pretty
waste.
unfortunate, man.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
I don't think he has
Not sure I
much of a
trusted the
choice.
fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
That's loud.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Ouch. Just broke my ankles.
Hey,
Oh, what's up,
you,
dude?
come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Let's help this dude out.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
You're toxic.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What, how'd you... Who hired you then?
Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do.
Why are
See
you
those
so
canisters by
fucking
the entrance?
dramatic?
Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know
just
your
take
way
your
around a
gun.
gun. Got some spare ammo. Not
Jedi
counting the
mind
bullet in my
tricks.
side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all.
Oh, thanks.
All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
I'm gonna leave. Dude has a problem. I don't know what any of this... Ooh, can I just take all that?
Damn it, my ears! Ugh.
Sorry.
Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think. Oh, so it's just... This is slow-mo. Yeah, and I got a bar. Okay. That's that purple bar. Ooh. See, look, the perk that I picked in the beginning is already working because she was like just standing there like screaming. He was about to do it too. That's a nice perk.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
That's ironic. I just met one of your friends.
Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians.
Oh,
We'll
shit.
see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted
I just
brand
fucked that
in
dude
personal
over.
defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature.
So,
You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
oh my god.
Here we go.
I just wanna, I wanna see how this, oh my god. Assholes. Just fell backwards. I guess this is the ship. So we're just gonna
Please be
take his
informed
ship.
that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Hello. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion.
This is
Failure to do
exactly
so will result in your
how I
immediate
would respond.
destruction. Jetstream procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
It's like a female claptrap.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I
Well
got
done,
you.
Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure.
She's like a
and we were
bot
forced
with
to
like
make an emergency landing. The main
glitches.
drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Is this? I feel like this is something that's gonna bite me in the ass later.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
I'm basically assuming
navigation
the identity
console
of
is
someone
offline
already,
at this time, Captain.
and like I haven't even done anything, which is kind of crazy.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain.
Oof.
Help yourself. No, really.
Alright, so I kind of snuck past those guys. I don't know if they had something to say to me, but I'm gonna just go inside the town. Should probably stop walking around with a gun. First time into town. It's not a good look. There's just no one guarding the elevator.
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this address. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What are you filling her with? What does that mean?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
What? This is crazy.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
I can tell.
Only
might be because of you.
Hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one.
Look,
these are
my
exactly
answers
how
right
you
here,
may
man.
retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them.
Oh, what's up?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go. And that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
What a douchebag.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Oh, she got the tape.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help.
Peace. Alright, nice. Alright, come on. Let's get out of here. Please don't play 21 Questions with me. This is gonna be an awkward elevator ride.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Okay, so I came back on the trail, and I think these guys just found me.
Here they come.
And that is the first test of my companion's weapon. Oh my god. She just hammered the shit out of him. The recharge isn't that long too. It's on the side there. It's pretty quick. That wasn't so I think anything yellow is explosive in this game. I can do it from any range, you don't have to be close. Yeah, nice. I thought this was gonna be like super hard and like punishing. I'm so happy that it's not. I am playing on normal. If anyone wants me to change the difficulty, let me know. I'll think about it. I'm not trying to die. Supernova, I don't know if I'll ever do. I really didn't run into anything crazy, so I'm pretty glad.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Well, I mean, saying something like that kind of...
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
The attitude on everyone is crazy.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp... Aegea what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Yeah, I got you.
Much obliged.
I didn't mean to bother you. So I'm guessing like everything's like, I guess I don't want to say like utopia. I don't even know what the word would be, but it's essentially promoting the thought of a utopia and like everyone living in a uniform way. Yellow being a disgusting color, by the way. I hate yellow for some reason. Just on clothing. I don't know why.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Oh, that was such a
Miss
nice
McDevitt?
runaround.
Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often.
Who's Thomas?
Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. Reed Thompson. You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Not
Let's
really.
hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Well, we'll let these guys have power because I kind of want to see what happens to that town. No one told me about the electrical fence. Would it be wrong of me to hope?
Here they come.
Wow, I didn't even do anything. I was gonna say, would it be impossible to find a gap in a fence? Oh my god, she's taking damage? How?
Processing data.
It's like a wall. I can't even jump over it. Ooh. I'm gonna go right now.
System.
There you go. Had a crouch jump. And I just teleport her over and smack both of them. I love how she just goes at everything with a hammer. I'm just shooting these guys in the face. Oh well, in their pod. Whatever that little blue thing is. It's their weak spot. Does like 50 damage. Alright, so we gotta go in here. Oh. There's dead people in here. It's not good.
The control room should be off to the right.
Can I sell stuff to the vending machine? I can. Sell all these swords. Guns can be, or weapons can be different levels. I didn't know that. That's cool. I'm not gonna be doing one-handed melee. Why would I do that? My hacking would go up. I don't know what I'm currently wearing, so I'm not gonna like get rid of it.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
That is a terrible ringtone. Alright guys, so we're gonna stealth kill this drone. This is pure stealth. Just complete assholes. Just destroying company property. Wait until one of the local officials hears about this. Let's redirect the power back to Edgewater.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a Lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
That's crazy.
This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
I think I chose the wrong decision.
I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people
You want
back.
my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Ooh, I'm willing to...
You offering to cross Reed off, huh?
Ooh.
This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
Why can't it be both?
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Alright, so I don't mean to be an asshole.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again.
Ooh.
I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth.
Secret power
The
unlocked?
secret
Gardening.
is human corpses.
Oh my god.
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
Yeah,
I
let's just
have
do
got
it.
a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until
Alright, so let's go make that decision. I think this is kind of a win-win, honestly, because they get to bring life back into the, I guess, like, gardening, whatever was wrong with the soil. And in return, this guy just has to step down. Which, I mean, honestly, it's not a bad trade-off. Being in like this position too of in a hierarchy, this guy probably has mad money saved. This guy his fucking office is in a tower for no reason.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Go ahead.
Oh. Hold on. Start over.
I appreciate what you've done for us. I expected as much. I've been thinking about it. I could use Adelaide back, but if... Then we're at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Your best is probably the worst.
I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated.
This guy's
We are a
lost
Spacer's
it.
Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
I don't know.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way.
See, look, what a
Here is
what a
it.
respectful thing to do.
Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Yep. Nice. So all is right in the world. I've restored balance. You're mad. So let's fast travel. I'm just going through all the menus. Let's fast travel back and get my power regulator. Tell him everything's all Gucci. Alright, hello. I'd like my things. God, you've just been standing in the siren for this long?
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Ah, I should shoot you.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point.
Or a good sense of
Suppose it's
reasoning.
time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
I don't care. This is where I get mad because it's like you don't disrespect the guy who just shot. I had to shoot. Do you know how dangerous it was to do this shit for you? Not the whole process of just like talking to that guy, but you know, there was a lot of robots I had to, you know, endure and slaughter to, you know, live.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies.
Jesus.
I need some time to gather my person.
Yeah, maybe I didn't do the right thing. Take my power regulator. I just bonked that. I was stealing by accident. I didn't mean to do that. All right.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
Side quests we'll probably do another time. I kind of want to see how this ship works out.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
You got it.
Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
So where I was investigating at before. It looks so cool, but it's probably like really unhealthy to be in that room. Can we close that room? I don't want this open. You're just chilling in radiation, like, yeah, I got this, bro.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Alright, so this is pretty cool. We just changed the whole fate of the town and basically liberated it. Got rid of the... Sorry. Stuttering. We got rid of the tyranny of Reed. Which is, I mean, I don't really think it was tyranny. I think it was just the way the hierarchy is in society that this game takes place in. But this is going to be the end of the first episode. Because I feel like we just completely covered a whole planet. Because if we can take off and you know, go anywhere. I hope we can go anywhere. I wonder how it works out. But let's see. Thanks for watching, guys. Videos ended abruptly. Bye.